What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Island Hopper TV. So today, I'm going to talk about my experience on the Los Angeles Metro from Los Angeles down to Long Beach. So we're live. So I'll wait for some people to chime in. But basically, uh, out here in Los Angeles um, and exploring. After dinner, I decided to go take the metro from Long Beach to Los Angeles and uh, just see what it was like. Just do a dry run, really. And that wasn't too bad. I mean, I was kind of tense, but on the way back from, uh, I got on board at like 8:30, and I rode it back from Los Angeles down to Long Beach, and that was when I would probably say that. Well, it started just standing there at the station. I could tell that there was just some funny characters that were just kind of like, I don't know what they do every day, but you could tell they're just like not very stable people, and like you have to put on this like almost gangster persona yourself to appear as though you're not an easy target. And I don't feel comfortable having to do that. But you could tell like the people who do it every day, they put on this gangster persona, like where that they show that they're not an easy target. One dude was pacing back and forth, just kind of doing this like gangster strut back and forth. He didn't stand still. I mean, and you just get the impression that there's predators, literally predators right there. Um, it's just it's like you're I'm not saying that I felt like I was prey, but I felt like there was definitely predators on uh that metro system. And Angel says, "You're a brave man. I'm from Southern California and would never do that." Yeah, I was thinking about all my friends. I was like, would this person do it? Would that person do that? I'm like, I don't know. I was like thinking about all these people. I was like, do they even know this exists? But so the Los Angeles trip, it starts up in so I caught it from Southern California University, or by this technical trade school. And this guy, he comes up to me, he's like, "Can I get 50 cents?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Here's 50 cents." And I give him a buck, and tries to give me the 50 cents back. And I was like, he's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Do you live around here?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Have you ever ridden this thing at night?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "It's kind of shady. I'd watch out if I was you." And I was like, "Oh, really?" So I was like, I didn't smile or laugh or anything. I was like, "Really? Okay. Why?" And he's like, "Well, this train goes through Watts and Compton." So right from the very beginning, I was just like, "Oh, great." And then he sits next to me on the train. He's like, "Let's sit next to each other so that we don't look like easy targets." And so I'm getting on the train. I'm like, "Okay, but when are you getting off?" He gets off like way before me. He gets off like 4 stops later because Long Beach is like another 20 stops down. So he gets off like real early. And he was even paranoid, and he's from there. He's like, "Do I seem paranoid?" And I said no. I didn't want him to feel paranoid. So I wanted to give him like a rest of assurance. And he's like, "Do you think there's going to be Metro police at this next station?" I'm like, "I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even from here." So then he's like, "Yeah, just don't make eye contact with people and all this stuff." And I was just like, "Okay, I won't make eye contact with people." He's like, "Don't," and like even on the train they have, "Do not pull out your belongings. Keep your phone in your pocket. Do not buy anything from solicitors." So I was just like, I was trying to find the best seat. I took a seat in the front so I could have a kind of like a peripheral view, so no one was behind me. But I was just looking like off to the side, but like I could see out the side of my eye, like, and it was weird because people like bounce around and you don't know if they're trying to get closer to you to like scope you out to see if they could like pull something on you or something. But I felt like that was kind of like, I felt like there was a couple of those kind of characters on that train. So I'm just saying, if you're ever in Los Angeles, don't be like me and try and ride the metro at night. I don't know about in the daytime. I mean, like I said, the train up there didn't seem too suspicious, but definitely on the way back at night from 8 till 10:30, it was kind of a crazy circumstance, I would say. So, uh, you know, and I rode trains all over Asia. I went to Tokyo, rode the train at night. Bangkok, rode the train at night. Hong Kong, rode the train at night. Singapore, rode the train at night. Never felt unsafe. Shanghai, even in China, I didn't feel unsafe either. But in Los Angeles, California, hands down, I felt more scared than I had felt in any of those cities that I went to all over Asia. So if you're trying to go to Asia and you're concerned about is it safe, let me just tell you this. I felt more scared for my life right here in Los Angeles, California by a long shot than I did at any point in time in any of those big cities. So, yeah, that says something about the state of the United States. I mean, oh, thanks to everyone who smashed up the likes. I know that it's not a story that's like likable, but it's a story that I'm, you know, sharing with you guys because I think it's worth putting out there. Um, so yeah, but it says something about the state of America because for people to for me to go all the way over Asia, go to all these different places, and then come home and say that the most dangerous place that I've been is in the United States of America, that's sad. That's a sad thing to say. Not just now. Granted, I was born in 1983, and I've heard it's been worse, but it's pretty bad. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, how do you fix this? Like, how do you pull these people out of this environment where they're so like dangerous to society? And then, I was thinking about all these things. If you're a policymaker, I mean, one thing that they could do for sure is just put police on every train. Like there needs to be like two police cars on every or policemen on every train. Like the fact that some of these trains have like 50, 60 people and no police on there. I mean, you're like a sitting target just sitting there in those train cars. So, yeah. I don't know how long you guys have been on, but I was just telling the story about from Long Beach to, or from Los Angeles to Long Beach, how crazy it was. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm in Los Angeles, but in Long Beach. Beautiful, the air quality in Los Angeles is great. It's blue skies. I didn't see that anywhere in Asia, so there's actually blue skies here. Um, Other than that, I mean, it's not a place I'd live. It's not a place I live, and I don't know how to fix it. I was trying to run through my mind how to fix it. I think there's literally people who are beyond repair in the city that will do nothing their entire life to contribute to society other than consume. I mean, I watched a guy drink a cup of McDonald's, finish it, ask for a free water, finish it, throw it on the ground outside on the street. So he asked for a free water from McDonald's, drinks it, takes it outside, throws it in the air on the ground. I mean, that's just his. So not only is he consuming for free, he's also polluting for free. So it's one of those kind of things. I was just like, whatever. I don't think you can. So, anyways, it's kind of late. So thanks, Angel, for commenting. Thanks, Nolan, for commenting and having a conversation. I'll see you guys next time.